Welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to be moving some stuff around and getting ready to paint for this chassis. I've also been working on cleaning this up. This is the front axle out of the truck and rebuilding this spring mount here. What I did is I kind of copied what they've done over here and then I've moved it over here so I can get the new spring on. So the old spring mount has been just rusted right through. So what I did is I repurposed a disc brake drum to make it round. And then I used some 3/16 bar stock and just bent it around in a circle, welded it on, and then I'll just finish this up. What I'd also like to do is pull the transmission and the transfer case out from underneath this thing and then potentially get the cab off. What I'd like to do is paint the frame up to the back here just before where I'm going to make the cut, and then that way once it's all painted I'll be ready to put the stuff back in the front here. So I've done a little bit of prep on the frame on this side. I still have to work on this side a little bit more to get this. I haven't even worked on this side to get it ready for paint. As for what I'm going to use for paint, it's going to be POR 15. It's paint over rust, and there's lots of rust here to work with, so I'll work with that. I've used it in the past. It's a little tricky to use. You gotta use all their chemicals and stuff that they offer. And it's a cleaner, degreaser, and then a metal prep, which is like a phosphate etch, and then you can finally use the POR, the paint, and then you gotta top coat it with a certain window of time. It's pretty tricky to use, but when you do follow the instructions and stuff like that to the letter, you'll get some good results. So without further ado, let's start the shuffle. Well, it gets worse before it gets better. I got the cab off, I got the engine pushed out of the way, and one of these days it's going to run out of automatic transmission fluid. I'm out of kitty litter to clean this mess up, so I'll have to do that a bit later. And then I also got the Dana 60 up here. So my plan for this is to clean it up a little bit. I've done a little bit. I'll weld this new spring perch in. And I'm going to re-gear these. These are 355 gears, and I'm going to put 410s in it. I'll probably take care of that a little later this week. Once I did pull the axle from the truck, the pinion seal leaked really bad, so at best case, that has to get changed. But I'm just going to go through it and put new bearings and seals in it while I'm at it. As for the frame, I'm going to clean this part up and then I'm going to keep going past here, clean all that up, take the old lines out, and then I'll probably paint it about right back there. And that way, once I get the cab back on and the engine back in and stuff like that, I'll bob the frame, and then I'll paint that as like a part 2 of the project. But I'm going to focus my efforts on the front here. Now I got most of the rust scale off the frame, and the next step is to degrease it all, wash that off, and then do a metal prep so I can get ready to paint it. Got it all degreased, got the metal prep on, now it's time to paint. Okay, painting sucks, so let's see if I can make it easier. Oh, that's not the color I'm looking for. Hold on a sec. There, that's better. Here I got the last coat of chassis black. It's a satin colored, it's not quite matte black, but it's once it dries it'll be closer to this look. But anyways, I got the rest of it done. I'm leaving the back part for whenever I cut the frame. And yeah, that's all for now.